The organized crime unit has been called in to investigate explosives at an Etobicoke costume store.
The CBC celebrates a milestone anniversary, 75 years of broadcasting achievements. Humber News starts now.
Hello, it's Wednesday, November 2nd. Welcome to Humber News, coming to you from the Broadcast Center here at the North Campus. I'm Hannah Vanderkoy. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Elisa Narain. Ahead on our show, we'll have all your news, sports, and entertainment highlights, as well as your 5-day weather forecast. But first, Hannah has our top story.
Toronto Organized Crime Unit is investigating today after more explosives were found at an Etobicoke costume store. So far, 7 suspicious packages have been removed from the store. Despite reports that the amazing party in costume was set to open today, the doors remain closed. Humber reporter Maureen Khan has the story.
The Amazing Party store is still lined with yellow tape as police has blocked off the entrance despite news of a reopening today. The party supply store got another scare with the 7th suspicious device during its peak season for Halloween. So far, the store's owner has seen losses up to $300,000 and has put a 50% discount on costumes. Neighboring Kayak store was also affected. Owner Kelly McDowell says he has experienced financial loss but will reopen today.
We've been closed since Friday afternoon. We're able to reopen on Monday for a brief time, and then they closed us back down and evacuated the area Monday night.
Business is still done for the Amazing Party store, who got quite the scare over what was supposed to be the busiest time of the year. Police won't comment on whether there are any leads in the case, but it is evident that neighboring businesses have been affected. For Humber News, I'm Maureen Khan.
Trick-or-treaters got more than they bargained for in some areas of the GTA. There are 2 separate reports of dangerous items turning up in bags of Halloween treats. Durham police say an 11-year-old girl bit into a candy and found a needle inside. It happened near the Thixon and Manning Road area, and police are concerned there may be other dangerous treats. Meanwhile, Barrie police are investigating after a young girl came home from trick-or-treating and found a 4-inch knife in her bag. Luckily, there were no injuries in either incident. Anyone with information is asked to call police.
Parents are putting their kids to work today. Over 200,000 grade 9 students will be participating in Take Our Kids to Work Day. Here at Humber, Carlo Amendalia, who works in the registration office, says the initiative is a positive way to introduce career options for teenagers.
Kids get to see what it's like for what their parents do every day. It shows them the structure that we have to live with, and hopefully it will give them a great overview of what they have to do in the future.
His son Lucas says he's just excited to have the day off school.
I came with my dad to his work because he's going to bring me to the Humber room, and also it's like a day with no school, so it's great.
The goal of the day is to give students hands-on experience.
Toronto Executive Committee, chaired by Mayor Rob Ford, will hold off on a decision to sell 10% of Toronto Hydro until early next year. In a goal to minimize Toronto's municipal debt load, execs decide to sell their 43% stake in Enwave Energy. That's a company that provides environmentally sustainable heating. Toronto's chief financial officer says the sales could generate $600 million.
Rogers Communications will test out a new cable package where customers can pick and choose their channels. The company will start a trial run in London, Ontario next week and continue until the end of March. The new package begins at $20 a month with a basic cable offer. Customers will be charged an extra $26 for 15 channels, with costs escalating from there.
Coffee lovers will soon have an extra option on the menu at Timmy's. Tim Hortons is announcing espressos, lattes, and cappuccinos to be sold starting November 14th. Canada's largest coffee chain says the new items will first be available in Ontario before rolling out across the nation and into the United States. Tim Hortons hopes to outprice its competitors by offering the espresso at a mere $2.
It was one of the rare moments of agreement in the House of Commons. Several MPs from across party lines shaved their facial hair yesterday for a fresh start to Movember. The month-long event raised $22 million last year for prostate cancer, which is the second most common form of the disease. More than 75,000 Canadians will die from prostate cancer this year.
Happy anniversary, CBC. The Canadian Broadcasting Corporation is 75 years old today. The first CBC TV broadcast aired in 1952, and the public broadcaster has since expanded to several divisions, including radio, television, and online. No, it's not high definition or even color. It's an edition of the news documentary show The Public Eye, which was shot in 1968. The popular CBC comedy show Beachcombers ran from 1972 to 1990 and is the longest-running drama series ever made in Canada. Mr. Jessup was a CBC children's series that spanned generations of kids and ran for nearly 30 years. Think of the 75th anniversary as a trip back in time, and it is a trip that you can participate in. CBC has created a massive online gallery of audio and video to celebrate the Canadian milestone. You can take a look for yourself at cbc.ca/75. CBC President Hubert Lacroix says the anniversary is a hallmark of culture and democratic life in Canada. He says CBC has embraced technology to make content available to you when and where you want it.
When we come back, we'll have more news from around the country and the world. Vicky Simon will have the sports news, and we'll have your weather forecast with Dino Pasalic.
You may have woken up to a chilly morning today, but it's going to get much warmer. I'll be back with your 5-day weather forecast.